I honestly don't know who the enemy is. They all look the same. That was probably one of ours. Rest in peace, Rodney. No one made coffee and carried the biscuits like you did, mate. If anyone asks, though, we'll just say, he was feeling a bit knackered and was just going to put his feet up for a bit. You know, have a breather, nibble of pork scratchings, watch some reruns of Hale and Pace. If they ask. If they don't say anything. They were rubbish biscuits anyway. Honestly, who eats milk chocolate digestives? You wouldn't catch a goblin eating that. Yeah, actually, sod Rodney, good riddance, got what he deserved, milk chocolate. That's what you get for not serving dark chocolate digestives, Rodney. Oh, and you just lie there with that frozen in terror look on your face. We'll make our own bloody coffees. Don't trouble yourself, Rodney. Wouldn't want to put you out. Hey, thank you for joining me. So, this is going to be a bit of an adventure. I've never actually played Oblivion before. I've spent plenty of time wandering around Skyrim, but this is all new to me. I have no idea what's waiting for me out there. Just fire, smoke, and whatever terrible choices I'm about to make. So, I'm really glad you're here. Let's see what happens.
I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land.
This is already looking absolutely awesome. And don't worry, whenever Patrick Stewart speaks, I'll shut up. I'm pretty sure it's an international crime to talk over him.
This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the Third Era, and the final hours of my life.
Wow, now that is how you open a game. Epic music, fiery portals, and Patrick Stewart. I feel a bit underdressed though, sat here in my Batman undies. I should at least be wearing some chainmail. Time to create the hero who's going to save the world. Which means, naturally, a 10-minute argument with myself over eyebrows. Argonian, this reptilian race, well suited for the treacherous swamps of its homeland, has developed natural immunities to poisons. They can breathe underwater and are good at picking locks. Breton, in addition to their quick and perceptive grasp of spellcraft, even the humblest of Bretons can boast a resistance to magical energies. They are particularly skilled at summoning and healing magic. Dark Elf, also known as Dunmer, in their homeland of Morrowind. The Dark Elves are noted for their skilled and balanced integration of the sword, the bow, and destruction magic. They are resistant to fire and can summon an ancestral ghost for aid. High Elf, also known as Ultima in the homeland of Somerset Isle. The High Elves are exceptionally gifted in the arcane arts. They also Hailing from the province of Elsewhere, they are intelligent, quick, and agile. They make excellent thieves due to their natural agility and unmatched acrobatic skill. All Khajiit can see in the dark. Nord. Citizens of Skyrim, they are a tall and fair-haired people. Strong and hardy, Nords are famous for their resistance to cold. They are highly talented warriors. Orc. The people of the Rothgarian and Dragontail Mountains. Orcish armors are prized for their craftsmanship. Orc troops in heavy armor are among the finest in the Empire, and are fearsome when using their berserker rage. Redguard, the most naturally talented warriors in Tamriel. In addition to their cultural affinities for many weapon and armor styles, they also have a hardy constitution and a natural resistance to disease and poison. Wood Elf, the clan folk of the western Valenwood forests, also known as Bosma. Wood Elves are nimble and quick, making them good scouts and thieves, and there are no finer archers in all of Tamriel. Their ability to command simple creatures is well known. I'm going to try and make the character look as close as possible to me in real life. I find it makes a game more immersive that way. I really want to feel like I'm in Oblivion. Bloody hell, that's literally almost perfect. I just need to get the hair right. You and I are going to save the world. We need to look our best. First time I booted up Skyrim, I thought, this is it, my moment to craft a legend. Spent 3 bloody hours, tweaking every slider in that character creator. Got the cheekbones just right, gave him a jawline that could cut glass, even agonized over the exact shade of his eyes, mystic grey or storm blue. Deep stuff, you know. Finally, I'm done. A masterpiece. Felt like Michelangelo staring at David. Then I start the game. And then I slap on this massive iron helmet that I wear for the next 3,000 hours. Right, so there we go. Race, Dark Elf. Origin, Vardenfell. Strengths, skilled with both the sword and bow. Resistance to fire, aided by an ancestral ghost. Improved endurance. Right, yeah. We just need to add a name now. So, here we are, dumped in this charming dungeon cell. Bare walls, dodgy table and chair, that faint whiff of arse and despair. Honestly, it's like my old student flat, same vibe, except this cell's probably got better plumbing.
I must surely be dead, and in the halls of Azura to look upon such a vision. You are so beautiful, my dear Dunmer maiden. One of the guards owes me a favor, you know. I could get us put in the same cell. Would you like that? You should have some fun before the end.
What do you think? Should we take him up on that offer? He seems like a nice man.
No matter what they told you, you're going to die in here. You're going to die. Hey, you hear that? The guards are coming. For you.
Boris, lock that door behind us.
Yes, sir. My sons, they're dead, aren't they?
We don't know that, sire. The messenger only said they were attacked.
No, they're dead. I know it.
What's this prisoner doing here? This cell is supposed to be off limits.
Usual mix-up with the watch.
Never mind. Get that gate open. Stand back, prisoner. We won't hesitate to kill you if you get in our way.
You, prisoner, stand aside. Over by the window. Stay out of the way and you won't get it. Stay put, prisoner.
Good. Let's go. We're not out of this yet.
You. I've seen you. Let me see your face. You are the one from my dreams. Then the stars were right. And this is the day. Gods give me strength.
What is going on?
Assassins attack my sons, and I am next. My blades are leading me out of the city along a secret escape route. By chance, the entrance to that escape route leads through your cell.
I think I'll go for why am I in jail?
Perhaps the gods have placed you here so that we may meet. As for what you have done, it does not matter. That is not what you will be remembered for.
Who are you?
I am your Emperor, Uriel Septim. By the grace of the gods, I serve Tamriel as her ruler. You are a citizen of Tamriel, and you too shall serve her in your own way.
What should I do, or I go my own way? What should I do?
You will find your own path. Take care. There will be blood and death before the end.
Please, sire, we must keep moving. Better not close this one. There's no way to open it from the other side.
This doesn't concern you, prisoner. Looks like this.
Right, so here we are, skulking through these damp dungeons, keeping old Uriel alive. Noble work for sure. But my mind's elsewhere, I must say. I'm itching to loot. Loot, I tell you. You know that feeling? Spotting a rusty chest in the corner, wondering if it's got a shiny amulet, or maybe, I don't know, maybe a gold coin or two. I'm already planning my career as Tamriel's greatest pack rat. Oh yes, barrels, crates, dead bandits' pockets. Nothing is safe. I'm dreaming of a backpack stuffed with goblets and fancy spoons. Then I turn a corner, and there it is, my first chest. Heart's racing. I crouch, pop it open, and find a single bloody cabbage.
We have to keep moving. How could they be waiting for?
Right. Snagged the mythic dawn hood and robe of our dearly departed assassin. Bit culty, you know, but the fabric's not half bad. Not throwing it on just yet, though. Let's see what else this dungeon's got. I'm hoping for something less Doomsday Prophet and more Tamriel's next top model. Six coins. 6. That's what I get for risking tetanus in a moldy dungeon chest. 6 sad little coins, clinking about, like they know they're a disappointment. Might just buy me a carrot, if it's on clearance. Right, so weak potion of sorcery, lockpick, iron key, flashbolt, a club, and a chameleon, whatever that is. It's like shopping at Asda down here, really, isn't it? Except no one's getting all judgy just because I'm wandering around in my Batman undies. Did you hear that? Was that me, or was it the rat? It sounded like a wizard being force-fed Marmite. Right, iron arrow. 24 of them, that's nice. Rusty iron bow. Rusty iron cuirass. greaves, rusty iron war axe, a torch, 3 torches. Cool. Weak potion of healing again. Awesome. Rats. Oh look, our first zombie. Die, you moldy swine. That zombie really committed to the bit, didn't he? 10 out of 10 for enthusiasm, 0 for structural integrity. Make sure opponents don't deplete your fatigue, or you'll be staggered or knocked down, right? Good to know. Fatigue returns quickly on its own, but you can also restore it quickly by drinking potions or sleeping. Seriously, is that me or the rat making that noise? It sounds like a wizard getting a Brazilian wax. If I had a coin for every rat I've shamelessly murdered, I could hire someone else to do this filthy work for me, while I stay home and knit oven gloves, in the shape of pink kippers. Right, so, confession time. I don't have the best sense of direction, never have. My internal compass is less north, south, east, west, and more, this rock looks rather familiar. If you ever see me walking with purpose in a video game, it's either a lucky guess or blind panic. Fact is, I'm most likely retracing my steps and pretending I meant to come this way. Anyway, if I start looping the same hallway like a particularly tragic ghost, don't worry, it's all part of the plan. The very poorly thought out, loosely improvised wandering through dungeons sort of plan. We'll get there, probably, eventually, unless we don't. In which case, we'll make a home here, become leader of the rats, and insist they all call us something imposing, like Lord Cheese Nibble or Mr. Wigglebottom. Of course, establishing a functioning rat kingdom won't be easy. There'll be politics, factions. One group wants more cheese, another wants fewer traps, and there's always one militant rat, a real annoying git, who thinks we should invade the pantry upstairs. I'll have to hold court, settle disputes. Scab Whisker, you can't gnaw through Gary's leg, mate, just because he sat on your tail. That's not how we do things in Ratopia. I try to modernize things too. Introduce the Constitution, maybe get little hats made from pilfered pantaloons. Before long, I'd be hosting diplomatic talks with the local spiders. Their ambassador's a right diva, refuses to travel without a web silk carpet. You know what spiders are like. But I'm getting ahead of myself. First things first, I need to find the exit. Or a cheese wheel. Oh, nuts. There go our plans for Ratopia. We've just discovered Clairvoyance, which is a posh way of saying the game's had enough of me wandering around like an inebriated pigeon and has decided to intervene. No more noble exploration, no more taking in the sights. Just a glowing line. If it's anything like Skyrim, I'm basically being herded by a patronizing wizard with a laser pointer. I feel like a toddler on reins. Or a contestant on a very low-budget game show. Welcome to Follow the Line. Can our baffled hero make it to the next room without adopting another rat? Honestly, I was one corridor away from setting up a post office and a cheese-based economy. Imagine if we could use clairvoyance in real life. You know, no more wrong turns, no losing your car keys. You'd never forget where you left your pet salamander called Derek. But then the line starts appearing for everything. A glowing trail nudging you toward decaf coffee, toward plant-based bacon, or to that annoying neighbour who always wants to talk to you about his sodding pigeons and how they're so clever. No one calls me clever when I sit on the garden fence and poo. They call me insane. You'd follow it out of habit, that glowing line. Then out of fear. Then just to get it to stop nudging you. It starts out normal, leading you to your lost lucky sock that you need for a job interview. But then you're led to your interviewer's bedroom window at 3:17 a.m. on a Thursday in Swindon, and what you see through that window will haunt you for the rest of your days. Blue bed sheets with an orange rug. You're not sure what it's trying to tell you anymore. Sometimes it just spins in circles like it's buffering. Eventually, you start ignoring it. But that's when it gets brighter, more insistent. One day, you follow it without thinking. You end up in a branch of curries holding a printer you didn't want. And that's when it hits you. You're not in charge. You never were. Gold coins, of course. I'm lost in this rank maze. Rats plotting my demise. And here's my payment. 20 gold coins. Enough to buy a half-eaten banana and goblin sandwich in the gift shop. What's next? A soggy coupon for troll haircuts. A single cursed boot that speaks, but only quotes Star Trek, and in Welsh. Or perhaps a pamphlet on 101 things to do in tunnels that smell like your Aunt Nora's discarded toenails. I'd kill for a map, or some poor scratchings. God. Poor scratchings would fix everything right now. Destruction spells are my new religion. Sapping goblins into next week with a fiery spark. I love this game. I'm dreaming of being a proper wizard though, robes and all, not some damp sod tripping over rats. I wonder what spells are next. One to turn goblins into door-to-door window salesmen called Rodney. A charm to make my socks incessantly fart. That way, when I let one go myself, I can, with sly intent, blame it on the socks. It would be madness to doubt me. I know. A curse that traps the enemy in the back of a taxi. Which, granted, Right. Katana repaired. Went from 94 to 98, I presume out of 100. Which doesn't sound like much, but I can feel the difference. It feels like it's ready for a fight now. It's like the blades had 11 pints, and you just called its mother a rusty iron war axe, and all it took to fix the sword, a hammer. No forge, no tools, just a hammer. Hit the sword until it's better. Can you imagine trying that in real life? You go to the doctor. Doctor, this is a bit embarrassing. Down there, down there. Got a bit of an itch. Have you now, Tom? And how long have you had the itch, Tom? Oh, not long, Doctor. 3 days, a week, give or take 4 months. Not to worry, Tom. I'll sort you right out. Just let me grab the hammer.
Find a defensible spot and protect the Emperor until help arrives.
Help? What makes you think help will get here before more of those battles?
Here they come
We
again!
need to get the Emperor out of here.
Damn it, it's that prisoner again. Kill her. She might be working with the assassins.
Yep, don't mind me, boys, just looting.
She can...
You may as well make yourself useful. Here, carry this torch and stick close.
Right, the blades or Uriel. Uriel Septim.
To make sure the Emperor gets out of here alive, and I intend to do it. We're the Emperor's bodyguards. Our job is to get him out of situations like this. Although I admit, things are not going according to plan.
help
You
us.
too.
She must help us. They cannot understand why I trust you. They've not seen what I've seen. How can I explain? Listen, you know the Nine, how they guide our fates with an invisible hand.
I don't know. I don't think about it. I'm not on good terms with the gods. The Nine guide and protect us. I guess the first one.
Of the Nine all my days, and I chart my course by the cycles of the heavens. The skies are marked with numberless sparks, each a fire, and every one a sign. I know these stars well, and I wonder, which sign marked your birth?
Right, so we've got a dozen birth signs. I want to make a mage character, so... Those born under the sign of the mage have an increased amount of magicka. Fortify magicka increases magicka by 50 points. Okay, that sounds good.
Show the end of my path. My death, a necessary end, will come when it will come.
What about me?
Your stars are not mine. Today the mage shall light your way on the paths of glory.
Can you see my fate, or aren't you afraid to die, I think? Can you see my fate?
Dreams grant me no opinions of success. Their compass ventures not beyond the doors of death. But in your face I behold the sun's companion. The dawn of Akatosh's bright glory may banish the coming darkness. With such hope, and with the promise of your aid, my heart must be satisfied.
Aren't you afraid to go toes up?
No trophies of my triumphs precede me, but I have lived well, and my ghost shall rest easy. Men are but flesh and blood. They know their doom, but not the hour. In this, I am blessed to see the hour of my death, to face my apportioned fate, then fall.
Where are we going?
I go to my grave. A tongue shriller than all the music calls me. You shall follow me yet for a while. Then we must part.
Wish, sire.
He wants me to follow him. Yeah, that's cute. I hope he doesn't think I'm part of the royal guard now. I've barely figured out how to swing a sword without hitting myself in the face. And my destruction magic. Well, let's just say, if anything goes wrong, I am far more likely to hit him than the enemy. Imagine the history books. Here lies Emperor Uriel Septim, guided bravely into the afterlife by a confused man with poor aim and fireful hands. I honestly don't know who the enemy is. They all look the same. That was probably one of ours. Rest in peace, Rodney. No one made coffee and carried the biscuits like you did, mate. If anyone asks, though, we'll just say, he was feeling a bit knackered and was just going to put his feet up for a bit. You know, have a breather, nibble of pork scratchings, watch some reruns of Hale and Pace. If they ask. If they don't say anything. They were rubbish biscuits anyway. Honestly, who eats milk chocolate digestives? You wouldn't catch a goblin eating that. Yeah, actually, sod Rodney. Good riddance. Got what he deserved. Milk chocolate. That's what you get for not serving dark chocolate digestives, Rodney. Oh, and you just lie there with that frozen in terror look on your face. We'll make our own bloody coffees. Don't trouble yourself, Rodney. Wouldn't want to put you out.
Looks clear. Come on. We're almost through to the sewers. Damn it! The gate is barred from the other side. A trap!
Come with us. Your destiny is bound up with mine, and with the fate of Tamriel itself.
About that side passage back there.
Worth a try. Let's go!
Can you hear that? One of these silly kids has left his Snapchat open. It's probably Uriel. He'll sneak off in a minute to answer it. Mother, I'm trying to save the kingdom. Will you please sod off and stop using emojis like you're all that? OMG, you're so lame, Mother.
This one for the Emperor! Die! Take Glenroy!
Show me what you've got!
I can go no further. You alone must stand against the Prince of Destruction and his mortal servants. He must not have the Amulet of Kings. Take the amulet, give it to Joffrey. He alone knows where to find my last son. Find him, and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
For the Emperor!
Stranger, you chose a bad...
Oh, dear. I did say me following was a bad idea. No bugger ever listens. That's the problem. It's probably because I'm whispering. No one can hear me. Can you imagine later in the game? Mate, there's a big bloody dragon right behind you. What? What you saying? Speak up. I said there's a... Look, he's about to rip your head. Oh dear. Look, in my defense. Oh, his neck's squirting. Look, in my... Oh, he's twitching. Look... Oh, he's done one, hasn't he? Oh, God, that smells terrible.
Think of the red dragon crown, but that's just jewelry.
Sorry for talking over that. I don't think we missed anything crucial, though. I think what he's saying is, listen, mate, it's entirely possible you're not cut out for following and guarding. I mean, he's twitching. And, can you smell that? You haven't done a great job, have you, Tom? It could have gone better, couldn't it? It could, though. Take the sodding amulet. Give it to Joffrey, but first, tell Rodney to rustle up some coffees.
He lives quietly as a monk at Waynon Priory, near the city of Coral. First, you need to get out of here. Through that door must be the entrance to the sewers, past the locked gate. That's where we were heading. It's a secret way out of the Imperial City. Or it was supposed to be secret. Here, you'll need this key for the last door into the sewers. There are rats and goblins down there. But from what I've seen of you, I'm guessing you're an experienced bard. Am I right?
You must now choose your class. The major skills of your class will start higher than your other skills and will be easier to increase. alteration, conjuration, destruction, illusion, mysticism, and restoration. Well, that sounds like us, doesn't it?
Really? I would never have guessed. Still, I don't think you'll have any trouble with rats and goblins.
Assuming I don't get lost in the sewers, then what?
You must get the amulet to Joffrey. Take no chances, but proceed to Wayne and Priory immediately. Got it?
Wayne and Priory, don't get lost in the sewers, or eaten by rats. Yes, got it.
Good. The Emperor's trust was well placed.
What about you? What will you do?
I'll stay here to guard the Emperor's body, and make sure no one follows you. You'd better get moving. May Talos guide you. By the way, thanks for recovering Captain Renault's sword. I'll see that it is given a place of honor in the halls of the Blades.
So, let's recap. We get tossed into a jail cell. The cell has a passageway. King Uriel and his mates come along. They bust into our cell. Yeah, because they want to use our passageway, our hidden passageway. Secret door opens. We head inside. It's basically a city of rats. We become king of the rats, Lord Fairy Fartbottom III. We all get lost until we get get this clairvoyance thingy that I'm using now. Rodney decides to be a lazy sod. I have to make all the coffees. Some nutter offs old Uriel. But not before Uriel, gives me the amulet thing. Then he gets offed. I whack the nutter, the one who offed him. Then our mate Boris comes along. He starts talking out of madness, says something about Uriel having tiger blood or dragon blood, being a rock star from Mars. And Uriel, can see stuff that we can't, hence why he gives us the amulet. He saw something in us, and insanely he believed that we can deliver it to a chap called Joffrey, when obviously we're going to get lost or just get bored and bugger off to the pub and wait for all this to blow over. So I think that sums it all up. Yeah. So anyway, as I was saying, let's go to the Winchester. Just look at that. You have to admit, this game is absolutely bloody beautiful. Okay, I think we'll leave it here for now. Don't take off just yet though. First, I'd like to thank you for hanging out with me. It has been brilliant. Second, hit that subscribe button, but only if you haven't hit it before. And you obviously don't necessarily have to hit it. You could tickle it, or you could just nudge it with your nose, or indeed any part of your body. You could just point at it and, be suspenseful. Make the button wonder when you're going to do it. You could really mess with it. You could be there all night, pointing your fingertip hovering just over that subscribe button for hours, all night. You don't even walk to the loo when you have a wee. You just sit there all night, and then, when the button is least suspecting it, you don't do it. You don't even do it when you're suspecting it. You do it when neither of you suspect it. A week's gone by, you haven't bathed, you haven't changed your clothes, your gamer chair smells like your Auntie Linda, you're still pointing, you haven't blinked in 4 days, your mates have drawn a banana on the side of your face, your mum and dad think you've lost the plot, but they don't know what you know, no one does, not even you, and then it happens, the most monumentous thing to happen in the history of the world happens, you lean. Actually, I need to go and take a wee. I'll be back in a minute. Don't go anywhere. was I saying? No idea. Anyway, I'll see you next time.